Hi, I'm Jesse Caruana, the owner of Two Buoys. I moved to Malta in January 2019. So I came here wanting to open an Australian-style restaurant because there was none in Malta, and I wanted to be the first and bring the Australian cuisine to Malta. Brunch is the one thing that, like, every suburb has got their own brunch place and really good coffee and really good quality, like smashed avos. And it's everywhere and it's top quality. And in Malta, I'd wake up at 11 and I'd be like, I feel like smashed avo. And there's only a couple places that had it. And I wanted to bring my type of food here, food that I love. And I did. And now smashed avo is a word on the street. In Australia, we really still brought up the Maltese roots of the type of food that we would have. And it was like we came to Australia, but we didn't lose our Maltese culture. And so then coming back to Australia, it's like, okay, we've had 3 generations being in Australia, and now I'm coming back to be like, guys, this is what happens with the Maltese that went to Australia, and it's like you send someone free and they go on adventures and gain experience and then come back and be like, wow, look what I learned. We're using local source ingredients and vegetables and in like an Australian vibe. So it's like, this is how Australian brunch restaurants and cafes are like. It's a good vibe, good atmosphere, good food, and we like to have fun with our clientele. And that's an Australian quality of just like taking the piss out of people. You know, we like to have really good banter, we like to make jokes with people, and, you know, bringing that here where it's just like having experience of food, where it's not just the food, it's the music is good, it smells good, people are good. You're coming here and you walk in and you feel safe and you feel comfortable already. Like you walk in, you're, oh, I feel at home here. And that's what we like. I mean, being so close to the water, jump in, have a swim, come and get lunch. I mean, for me, that's fantastic. Come in your board shorts, no shoes, I don't mind, bring everyone. In Australia, you don't have it. There's a big Maltese population. And then I came here and it was like, a lot of my life made a lot more sense because it was like, that's why they do that. That's why they say that. Of all the stuff that we had growing up, and it's like, wow, it makes so much sense. And the Maltese have got this amazing community vibe. Like in Australia, if my car broke down, and I was like, guys, can I help? Can I help? No one would stop. In Malta, my car broke down, and within 30 seconds, someone stopped and was like, hey, can I help you? And I was like, I'm not sure. And they like look at the car and they're like, listen, something might be, like everyone just knows everything about something and it's amazing. Like it might be the radiator. Can I give you a lift? And you're like, this is so good. Like, and their community vibe that they got going on. When the Maltese really like something, they tell people about it and it's great. And word of mouth here is your best advertising tool. Prior to the first lockdown that we had a good following. We had like really good people and it was like, it was good. They liked our place and it was starting to build. Then the lockdown happened and we all got a little bit, everyone was like, well, this has never happened before. Then we changed our menu. And also with the lockdown, you're going into the world of the unknown. How long does this last for? What's gonna happen? Is the world gonna stop? Do businesses shut down? Is it a war? No one knew because it's the first time ever that we've ever gone into a lockdown. And then we reevaluated, we changed the menu. And then when we opened, our only clientele were the people that were living in Malta. We had no tourists and everything. And for the next 6 months, the Maltese following that we got was like, they really took to us. They kept coming. We were booked out most weekends. When I got here, a lot of the places, it was the same sort of cuisine, pizza, pasta, meat, fish. And a lot of the places I found in Malta was like, it seemed like there was this thing that was working with tourists. So it was like we base ourselves on, there's lots of tourists, we know that we're gonna get 40,000 people walk through today. If we only capitalize on 1%, that's still 400 people. And I really love going to a place and you're like, man, you've been imaginative with that. You've tried, oh, I've never had that before. Yeah, let me get this. Oh, that's sick. And in Australia, it was like, it's all over the place. Like the amount of dishes they do with avocado is like amazing. We even put Mars bar in deep fried Mars bar. Like, I mean, whoever thinks of that, it's not the best, but we do it. But just like being imaginative with food. And here in the last 2 years, I mean, this COVID thing has taught people that you have to either have a niche to be successful, you have to offer something different, or you have to offer the same thing at a better price and better quality. Now, when there's 10 places that have opened up and you're going for cheaper price but better quality, financially that doesn't make sense. So you have to offer something. If you are selling a steak, for example, and there's 10 other places in your area that are selling steak, what sets you apart from those places? You have to be better quality for the same amount. You have to offer something other than the food that they're not going to get, that there might be live music or there might be something. But when you just offer the same thing, it doesn't set you out. And if you're doing pasta, if you're coming in to do pasta, and there's places that have been doing 25 years of pasta before you within the same area, you can't beat them because people have been eating their pasta for so long, they know that. We want to really focus on the locals and the foreign locals, local foreigners, the locals, and the people that live here, because your regulars are your clientele. And if you have a good following, then you can be around for a very long time. Most of our menu is gluten-free, or you can change the bread and we do potato rosti, which is gluten-free, and you can eat. I mean, pancakes that are gluten-free. We have symbols on all of our menu that to say if it's vegan, vegetarian, and if it's not vegan, or if it's not vegetarian and you want it to be, then we take something out and we replace it. All of our yogurt we use is vegan and lactose-free. So anything that we says that has yogurt on it, it's all vegan and lactose-free. We only use gluten-free flour. We don't use normal flour. There are a couple of items that have got breadcrumbs, which we can't change, the chicken parma. Even just by this coming in, the vegan and the gluten-free and the celiacs and the intolerances coming in, and people being aware of it and changing to a way that suits them, because there's so many intolerances out there. A big thing in Australia, what happens is that you could have a restaurant, your first day open, people look at your menu and go, wow, I love your menu, I love what you did with this. Can I get this? But can I change that to halloumi? Can I take this and can I do that? I mean, that's how it is, because we're used to people changing to how they like, and that's how we are at Two Buoys. You don't want to have tofu on your thing, you want halloumi? Easy, we'll do it, no problem. Like, change it to suit you, because we don't want you eating something you don't want to eat. The future plans for Two Buoys here, we're just going to always be renovating and thinking of new ideas. We do have some ideas of how we can expand Two Buoys in a way where not with another venue, but some other maybe some food trucks that go around and we do like specials on certain things.